Hey everyone, welcome to Hobby Junk. I hope everything's well in your universe. Today, I'm going to show you how to read basically the entire Star Wars universe for free. This is kind of a follow-up to my expanded universe video. I'll link that below if you want a starting point. But yeah, today we're getting as much expanded universe as we want without paying for it. And right out of the gate, I'll warn you, we'll be engaging in some historically accurate maritime activity. I have no qualms saying I fully support this. These days, my entire digital library of movies, books, music, comics, ROMs has flexible acquisition methods. For ebooks specifically, official options tend to come with a lot of restrictions, and you know the saying.
Say the line, Bart!
If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing.
Additionally, Star Wars is now owned by Disney, so obtaining these legally supports one of the worst companies in corporate America. Yes, I'm using the fact that the rights holder doesn't get paid as an argument for sailing the high seas, not against it. Stop giving money to the people that hate you. Now, this still may be an issue for some. If you're the kid who reminded the teacher about homework, you might want to move along. If you want the quick legal way to read a lot of ebooks for free, buy them on Amazon or Kobo, subscribe to their unlimited services, sign up for your local library and use Overdrive, that sort of thing. We're not covering those because YouTube is already flooded with videos on them. Also, I'll be honest, the title's not completely accurate. This will show you how to download Star Wars books for free, don't worry, but also like any book for free. I'm just hoping calling it Star Wars and not saying the word keeps the YouTube cyber police off my back.
And now, our feature presentation.
Now, you could comb through shady Russian websites or try to Google dork books one at a time, or we can do something much better. We're going back in time to IRC. IRC, or Internet Relay Chat, is an old chat room protocol from the late 90s and early 2000s. People used it for chatting, for hobby communities, for file sharing. Basically, it's how unks used to call each other slurs and download anime before Discord, and it's still around. For most media, stuff like BitTorrent replaced IRC. It's faster, more scalable, and just better overall, but ebooks are tiny, and the ebook servers on IRC are still insanely active. You can find like 99% of everything. I've only failed to find one book ever, and it was from a YouTuber I actually wanted to support, so I just bought it anyway. It was no big deal. If you've never used IRC before, and that's probably most of you these days, don't worry, I'm a zoomer, and even I figured this out with my Tide Pod-addled brain. First, you need an IRC client. There are a ton of options here, HexChat, MIRC, but the one I use and I recommend is Pigeon. Mostly because I used it years ago for Jabber, so I was already familiar with it. Also, it works on basically every OS, and it's very easy to set up. Now, this isn't Baby's first computer class, so I won't walk you through this part. Download this and install it. Once it's open, you'll see an accounts window and a buddy list. Go to accounts, hit add, and change the protocol to IRC, and put whatever you want as your username. I'll just do something like this. Next, we need a server. There are a bunch, but I recommend IRC Highway. Paste this URL into the server field. You can set a password, but honestly, I usually don't. Hit add, and you should show up as online almost instantly. Now go to Buddies, join a chat, and enter #ebooks, no password, and join. You'll see the chat room pop up. It's mostly people running the same commands we're about to use, and there can be some spicy searches. So just like at the urinal, keep your eyes forward and mind your own business. For this video, I'm blanking everything out except for our commands. If you noticed, no email, no phone number, no clicking on bicycles. We didn't have to verify a single thing to get it and start chatting. All right, so let's grab a book. We'll go with Heir to the Empire just to keep things easy. To search, go to the chat field at the bottom and type @search space followed by your inquiry. Give it a second and you'll get a pop-up asking you to download a zip file. I know this looks sketch and every instinct you've developed since 2008 is screaming at you not to click it, but trust me, it's fine. Go ahead and save it. Once it downloads, extract it, and it includes a text file. Open that, and we have a ton of results here. Different formats, editions, some unrelated stuff, no big deal. Find the one you want. I usually go with EPUB and copy the entire line. Paste that entire line verbatim into the chat and hit enter. You'll get another pop-up asking where to save the file. Hit save and it'll download. And that's it, you've got your book. You can basically read it on anything that supports EPUB. That's e-readers, tablets, pretty much everything has a client for it, even your laptop if you just want to do it that way. Also, I wanted to point out, I recommend a program called Calibre. It's great for managing your library, editing the metadata for your books and all that, and also syncing books to an e-reader. I personally use a Kobo and sync everything through Calibre, and it just works. Well, that's about it. You can now download pretty much any ebook that you want. Links are in the description below for everything that I mentioned. Have fun exploring the Star Wars Expanded Universe. If you want to know where to start, check out that video I mentioned earlier. You should see it on the end card. I really appreciate everyone's support and nice comments, and I even appreciate the mean ones. I'm fine with that. I do plan on making more videos. I've got a couple ideas floating around. This channel was always going to be really eclectic, but I had people asking for Star Wars content. I figured this might get people through, but I do plan on making more Star Wars videos, maybe some gaming videos, stuff about Linux, whatever I'm in the mood for. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and until next time.
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.